data type. For if you want to store a character by one letter by another letter means which kind of data type to be used? Character. If you want to store a collections of character means what kind of data? String data type to be used. So we have to differentiate what kind of data to be used in array concept. Based on that, we are going to specify the data type also. So if you want to use an array concept, what are the benefits it's going to be? So when compared with single variable, so we all know that while saving one value to the particular variable, it is going to store only one value in a variable. In case of array concept, we are going to add or have collections of multiple values. That is more than one value to be stored in an array concept. That is the main purpose of going for array concept. Even though we are using the variable concept, but if you want to store a multiple values in a single variable, in that time we are going to use an array concept. What are the different types of arrays concepts are there? What is the main benefit of two-dimensional array? What is the main benefit?
It shows both the row and column.
Okay, it's going to store both row and column. The value to be specified in a single array concept only, but the value stored in the system is going to represent will be the rows and column format. That is the main advantages of going for the two-dimensional array. The storing format while getting the value both are same, but the way of representing the data will be different. That is the tabular column. We always say that the two-dimensional value will be of tabular format. That is rows and column. The rows and column will be of 0, 0, 0, 1. 0, 0 is specified as first one will be the row, second one will be the column. 0 and 0. 0 row and 0 column, the value is going to specify. So what is the size of the array? How we are going to say the size of the array? Total number of bytes. We are going to store only the total number of bytes. For example, in case of one-dimensional array, so what is the data type into number of value to be going to store? That is the concept of one dimension. In case of two-dimensional, the same concept, data type into number of rows into number of columns. That is the size of a two-dimensional array. So whenever we are going to specify or differentiate the one-dimensional array and two-dimensional array based on the total number of size. The size allocations will be the same. That is the number of value to be stored into the data type, the size of the data type. Always the size of the data type will be stored in the byte concept. Okay? What is mean by byte? 8 bits is equal to 1 byte. We have to know that. What is the size of integer? 4. Float and decimal? What is the size of character? 1 byte. What is the size of string? 2 bytes. So we have to specify. So if you want to identify the size of each data type, how we are going to specify? Size of the given variable. For example, if you want to identify the size of integer means int a equal to 10, size of e. Okay? In this discussion we have discussed about arrays concept.